it feels almost like I shouldn't be too happy because of everything. I feel like I've been in so many matches where I've had a sniff and been super close and just not had that finishing aspect to the matches. Breaking into the top 10 is obviously high up on that list. Like you said, it's been a strange 2020, and obviously from the squash side of it, there's a lot of positives. Obviously I'm at my career high. I feel like I've had some pretty good performances throughout the year, and put in a pretty good training block. So from that side of it, it's kind of strange because it's like I want to feel happy about what I've done and the little goals that I've reached, and I feel like my game is slowly starting to evolve in the way that I'm working on with my coaches and everything. And it's just that consistency really that I'm still lacking in that mental, I would say more of a mental consistency. But it is strange because it's like I am happy about that, but then obviously with the whole world kind of in this predicament, and it feels almost like I shouldn't be too happy because of everything. It's a weird feeling. I said when I reached 20 2 months ago, it was obviously been a little goal of mine for a while, and I reached it and it was kind of like, oh, that's it. And I said to my coaches and to my family, I was like, it's just a really strange feeling. I feel like I should be happier than I am. And I'm not sure if it's to do with obviously everything that's going on. You see everyone suffering and not feeling the best, and then you're wanting to celebrate something. So it is strange. I would say, looking back, squash-wise, it's been not a bad year at all, really, and one that I'm hoping to build on for 2021 and keep knocking off those numbers and keep climbing the ranking. But yeah, it's a bit of a strange year. From my game standpoint, just trying to get a bit more consistent and keep working on the little subtle differences that the top girls have, working on the hold and the front court and trying to pull it all together with the variation. And then obviously goals ranking wise, breaking into the top 10 is obviously high up on that list, and at least getting a couple scalps against those top 10 girls is the first step to that. So progressing in the tournaments and getting a couple scalps and trying to keep advancing to the later rounds is all part of that. I feel like I've been in so many matches where I've had a sniff and been super close and just not had that finishing aspect to the matches or the games. And I feel like that's where they don't miss on those opportunities. They get there and they finish. And again, it comes back to that, obviously, mental consistency, the mental strength to just back yourself and believe in yourself. And I think that's just something that is the difference, really, about those top 10 girls. I mean, we've seen it this week, we've seen it many times. I played SJ in Manchester, I went 2-love up, and I missed my targets a little bit, and she just got right back into it and finished. She wasn't taking any prisoners. As soon as she got that foot in that door, she ploughed on through. And I think it's that ability to just switch those matches around, even when they're not feeling good, and win with the B game. And that's something that I've still got to develop and get better at. I feel that the mental side of it, when you get higher up, is so much more fine-tuned, and the mental lapses, they can flip them around quite a bit quicker than the lower ranked players. For me, it's been like catching myself with my self-talk during training, during everyday day life, and catching when it goes into a negative mindset and really trying to work on that and flip it. And also when on court, just being mentally strong to be able to just trust the process and trust the plan that you've gone in with and that you've developed with the team, with coaches or sports psychologists or whatever it is, or even just with yourself. And and believing in, well, I know if I do A, B and C, it's going to have a pretty good outcome if I execute it. Whereas I think sometimes you get so, if it's not working from the first serve, you kind of go away from it, and then you freak out and you're 3 steps ahead before you've even got 1 step forward, and then you're so far off the game plan that there's no way of coming back. So I would say it's just kind of being positive with what you've put in place and trusting it.